Hello and welcome back to Sunday's episode of the What is K-pop podcast, in which I basically do whatever I want to. I sometimes talk about K-pop groups, sometimes I talk about the members, well I will do eventually, and sometimes, yeah. And today is actually a fun episode because basically I have to record quite quickly today because my parents or my dad actually wants to cut down our hedge, so I have to do this quickly. However, I'm gonna do it quickly because we're here. So today we're actually ranking ATEEZ songs. ATEEZ is in like the group ATEEZ songs. Yeah, that's basically what it is. I'm on tier ranker and I downloaded, or I guess not downloaded, but like took the template off of, like, I don't know, you got your template on, well, what do you call it? Like, you just like got a template, and I renamed the categories because I wanted to basically I wanted to. And today's episode is going to be explicit because of one of the rankings, and I don't want to have to not say the word because it is hilarious. So on the top tier, so the best songs is Get Inside My Ears, Please. Next one is I Like You. Yeah, I guess. I have no opinion, and Get That Shit Out of My Ears Now. We have a fair few of them actually, because either I absolutely love an ATEEZ song or I absolutely hate that ATEEZ song, and that genuinely is just my opinion. And it's okay if you disagree with me. I'm also going to add a section, and it's gonna be white, I think. No, you can't. Was it green? Yeah, it was green, I think. It's green now. And then we're just gonna go down, yeah, and settings. I'm gonna make that grey. I think that's grey. Yeah. And then we'll title it Never Heard, because there are a few of their songs that I haven't heard, or at least I don't remember them. So first up we have Intro, Long Journey, which is these first few songs are from their first mini album, and that one's quite easy. That is Never Heard, because unfortunately I haven't. It's because it's their first release. They are trying to establish themselves. It's okay. Yeah. It's just it's such a way of life. Next we have Treasure. Now Treasure, I like you. I like you, Treasure. Treasure is a good song. Pirate King, Get That Shit Out of My Ears Now. I will say a lot of people do actually like that song, and feel free to disagree with me in the comments. I'm totally understand kind of that. It's an alright song. I just don't like it. It's a song that I can respect because it is very to ATEEZ's concept, but I don't like it. Next is Twilight. I've never heard that song, unfortunately. Stay. I don't think I've heard that one. Oopsie daisy. This is not going well. My Way, again, never heard of it. Hala Hala, or Hearts Awakened Live Alive, I believe it's like the full title. Is Get Inside My Ears, Please. I was like, this is going to be one of them songs that I absolutely love. Say My Name, again. Not as much as I love Hala Hala, so we're putting it in Say My Name in I Like You. Desire, I have no opinion. Like, I don't like and I don't hate, because it is just one of those songs that I have listened to, but I don't have an opinion on it. Light is I'm never heard. Promise is I have no opinion. And From is I have no opinion. Utopia. New section. Yeah, right, I guess. It's an alright song. Illusion. I have no opinion. Crescent. I've never heard of that song. Wave. I love Wave. I genuinely love Wave. Get inside my ears, please. I love Wave. It's one of those songs that instantly makes me think of my birthday. My birthday is right at the end of August, and like just summer in general, it makes me super duper happy. And I know for a fact if I had heard that song when it came out, like, it's weird. Like, I feel like K-pop came along for me at the right time, but if I had listened to it when I was younger, I feel like I would have liked it, but I would have kind of not like. I wouldn't have wanted myself to like K-pop back when I was a young little whippersnapper. So I feel like I would have liked Wave perhaps when I was younger, but I'm not entirely sure. Aurora. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'll put it in. I have no opinion. And Dance Like Butterfly Wings, never heard. This is not going that well for us, is it? Yeah, oh well. This is my tier list. It is in fact my podcast, and you know, I can't do exactly what I want, but I can make decisions about where I'm putting things. And you know, this isn't like the best episode of the pod, but you know what? I didn't entirely know if I was going to be able to record one today because I actually spent almost 3 hours, actually I think over 3 hours watching Titanic. I started watching it last night at like 20 past 8, and I was like, I just need to watch it so then I can say to myself, I've watched it. However, I got super into it, and then I started to cry this morning when I was watching it because it was a part of the film where like the mum's tucking the kids into bed, obviously knowing what's like going on outside, and I started to cry during that bit. I didn't cry during like the typical sad parts of it, but it just kind of made me a bit weirdly emotional. So I was a bit like, nah. And then then it was like lunchtime nearly, because it was like 11:30 by the time I actually finished. So I had to then make my lunch. Then I had my lunch, and I was kind of resting a little bit. I didn't want to do the pod like straight away. So I was like, okay, well, I'll like wait a little bit, let the tummy digest, let the film digest in my brain, and then kind of decide what I'm going to do from there. And my dad came home, went on the computer, which I mean, it's totally fine, you know. I like, it's their house and all. At the end of the day, and you know, I literally live here rent free. So I kind of have to record when like they're mainly out or they're asleep or not like in a position where they're probably going to come into the living room, because also it's like the best sound in here, I think, actually, because in my room it's too boxy, I feel. In my sister's room it's really echoey, and my mum, I don't know, I just didn't really like it when I was in my mum's room. So in here it's like the best. It might not actually be the best like audio wise, but you know, it's my podcast, so I'm gonna do what I want with it. Yeah. Next up we have ATEEZ' first album, End of the Beginning. I don't have an opinion on that song because I don't remember it. Like, I know I listened to it, but I don't remember what it sounds like, so we're gonna put it in there. Wonderland. Get in my ears, please. I love that. I love that song. Dazzling Light. I don't have an opinion, I think. Mist, Get in My Ears, Please. I love that song. Precious, yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't really have an opinion. When, I Like You. I don't love you, but I like you. If Without You, Without You, I think that's the song. Nobody knows you like I do. Nobody loves you like I don't know, I think that's the song. It is now. Thank You. I actually listened to that for the first time on that show that they were on when they performed Fever, and I had no idea that that was a ATEEZ song until quite a few days afterwards, because I was like, this is amazing, like I want to be able to listen to this song like more, and then I figured out that it was an ATEEZ song, so yeah, now I have that song on my like I both have Spotify and Apple Music, so the memes are not lost on me, I can tell you that for free. Sunrise, Get in My Ears right now, I love that song, it's so good. With You, yeah, I guess. I don't know the difference, I'm sorry. End of the Beginning, Beginning of the End even. Yeah, Never Heard. Hearts Awakened, Live Alive, Expression Revisited. I have no opinion, because isn't it just like a remix of Hala Hala? Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Where's... Okay, well, I don't know where that one's... Illusion. Wasn't that the song that, like, everyone says that, like, ATEEZ could never do again? I have no idea. Oh, wow. Oh, well, Hala Hala Traditional Treatment Mix is, yeah, the category. I mean, I don't love and I don't hate. It's carbon neutral. That's what I say for like things that I don't love and I don't hate. It's carbon neutral to me. Pirate King, obviously get that shit out of my ears right now. Treasure, Smooth Harmonies Mix. I have no opinion on it because I mean I like Treasure. However, I don't really have an opinion on it. Yeah. Utopia Japanese version. I don't think I have an opinion. Oh my god, this is not interesting at all. Oh wow. It'll probably be more interesting when we get to like the later stuff, because I do actually have opinions on that stuff. Better opinions. Say My Name, Flavor of Latin. I have no opinion. Illusion, Chilling with Buddy Mix. Oh my god, get that shit out of my ears right now. Wave, All-Rounders Bold Dynamics Mix. Never heard, obviously, because I can't say it. Aurora, Japanese version. Nope. Actually, sometimes I think with ATEEZ's most recent Japanese release with Not Okay, I have to say that that's one of my favourite songs I think they've ever done. I genuinely do think that. Yeah. Twilight Classic and Buddy Mix, Never Heard. And then Promise, Notation from Senor, Never Heard. On to the next and final Treasure album series thingamajig. Answer, I mean, yeah, I guess I don't remember You, I'm sorry. Horizon, I have no opinion. Star 1117, I think that was the right amount of ones. I don't want to put you there. I just had to like put you there. And you know, like, it's hard because obviously I'm on the laptop, so I can't. Actually, I have a mouse. I have a computer mouse in my drawers, so excusing what? Just for 1 second. Just talk about this for a minute. Must I get... Oh wait, no, it's in the drawer over there, isn't it? Oh well. I guess we'll have to suffer. Oh well. Honestly, I wish I carried on having that in the drawer so I could quickly like get it out when I needed it, but I mean I did try and tidy up, and my mum and I actually did do quite a lot of time. Well, wasn't really me now, was it? I was watching Titanic and crying, but yeah, that was a fun old time for me. Precious. I don't think I've ever heard that song. Honestly, I can't remember a lot of these, which probably begs the question of why did you do this then, Sophie? Because I like to be unprepared. Now try Long Journey, never heard. Declaration, never heard. Answer Japanese version, never heard. Better, I love that song. Better, 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 I know it together, ever, ever. I like you is what I'm trying to say. Very sorry for you having to hear my terrible singing. On Wonderland, Sean O. Skirt mix? I have no opinion. Sunrise Atmospheric mixed by Space Cowboy, never heard. And also Star 1117 Buddies Melodic Mix. Probably I should just like go through these while like just talking to you and like just put in the ones that I've never heard, so then you don't have to keep on hearing that I've not heard of a song. But yeah, no, I was watching Titanic earlier, and I have to say that it's one of those films in which I feel like I will never like understand it, and I think it's because of the fact that my autism, my fun little tism, it kind of makes it so that I don't fully understand like sadness in other people. Like I can understand why like I can see that people are sad in a moment, but I don't understand why it is that you're sad. Like I don't get it. It's not computing in my brain. And I mean, I wonder if that is like the case for me. Obviously it's not going to be the same as like every other autistic person, you know. We are all different. However, I do kind of wonder if that's probably why I didn't understand it, because I was texting my sister actually after it was over, and she was saying about how you know, it was super duper like dramatic and sad and stuff, and I kind of like I understand that it's like super dramatic because Rose's fiance was kind of like everything that you probably would hate in a man, and like Jack was obviously everything that Rose needed at that time, and kind of that person to say that you don't have to be who your parents want you to be. And you know, as someone who has high expectations of themselves, I really kind of resonate with that message of not, you know, always conforming to what you think your life needs to be. Whereas my parents constantly, almost like on daily, reiterate to me and my sister that like we don't have to be what we don't want to be, if that makes any sense. Like we don't have to do what they did in their lives. Like we don't have to you know, what's it called? There's a word for this. We don't have to follow in our parents' footsteps. Like we should just be able to do whatever we want to do in that moment, and damn the consequences. Obviously, they say to us like, don't, you know, commit any crimes and stuff, which is fair enough. You know, you don't really want your kids to commit any crimes, but they're never gonna say outright, don't do this. They always say to us that it's like how when the late Queen used to say to prime ministers, are you sure that this is the best choice? And I feel like that was very much kind of what my parents always used to do to me and my sister. And kind of Jack was that for Rose. Like he was that thing in the back of her head saying like, oh, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. Like we can kind of be who we want to be in this world, especially at a time like in 1912. Because like things were starting to change. It would only be another 2 years before World War One started, or the Great War as it was known back then, because obviously they didn't know that there was going to be a second one. So like things were about to change, and obviously like Rose didn't go on to marry whatever his fucking name was. I can't remember what his name was, even though I've watched the film. That was the wrong one I put in. What was I saying? Yeah, so obviously Rose didn't end up marrying that dude, and I think that it really kind of shows that period of time, even though it's very much commonly thought that like people just did whatever their parents wanted them to do, actually not many of those women actually wanted to do it, and it was just, you know, because of society that they just sort of kind of did it, and that they could kind of acknowledge that things were starting to change in society, and that they would be able to be a part of that change kind of going forward in society, especially with the suffragette movement in I don't know whether or not it was like a whole world thing, like someone would have to tell me, but being able to kind of say to someone, actually I don't want to be with you, and that I'm gonna take a stand on that and say I'm not going to be with you, and that being okay, and like people acknowledging that and saying like, you know, that's actually a very good point, and something that we should be acknowledging, especially even still now. I guess like very much not in our society, but in societies in general all around the world, there's like people who are forced into marrying very, very young and being able to then have kids earlier on, and then have like multiple kids and stuff like that. Like it's good that we kind of live in a place, or at least I live in a place, I don't know obviously where you live personally yourself, who are listening to this right now, but that we're able to live in a society where we are kind of able to make those choices for ourselves, even if like the choice is as simple as I don't know, not well, none of what Rose did was actually simple. What am I saying? But oh yeah, I guess like the choice to go to the ship, and that was trying to find the Heart of the Ocean necklace and to tell these guys her story. That would have taken quite a lot of courage, even for someone who is 100, years old and who's had like lifetimes of experiences, even in like the short space of time before when she was 17, and obviously was on the Titanic and it sank, and obviously she lost the love of her life and then had to carry on and kind of carry on doing whatever it is that she ended up doing in the future. And it does it's a strange film because obviously it is like traditionally thought of probably as just a love film between a fancy dancy lady in first class and a common poor boy in third class, and then kind of colliding and falling in love and then trying to escape the Titanic together. Whereas I kind of feel like it's a modern take on something that probably is something that women had to fight for the longest time, and then only just recently kind of gained that ability. Or maybe I'm just talking straight out my ass. I probably am, because I'm tired and I probably could do with actually taking naps throughout the day. But we don't do that in this house. So onto the tier list, back to the thing that we actually came here to do, not talking about a film that came out 27 years ago. Fever is from the second era, I guess you could call it, or like free album era, if you understand that kind of part of K-pop. Fever, I like you, I don't love you, I like you. Fever is one of those songs that I'm like, yeah, you're half decent. To the Beat is, yeah, I guess. It's one of those types of things. I wonder if it's still actually raining or if it's just that's water on the thing. Because also it was bright sunshine earlier, and now it's super duper cloudy and sad. One Day at a Time is I have no opinion, because it's just one of those meh songs. I'm like, yeah, I can listen to it. I'm the one. Oh my god, I love this song. Get it in my ears, please. The hilarious thing is, story behind when I first listened to this song. It was, I believe, it was January 2022. And I was just about to go have my second COVID jab. And I was like, oh, I should probably listen to this song because it's nearly a year old. And I did, and I fell in love, and that was probably started my love of ATEEZ. If I can scroll up, that would be fantastic. The Leaders. I have no opinion. It's good, don't get me wrong, but it's just it's a song, It's a song that I sometimes do listen to. Take Me Home. I don't remember this song. I know what it is. Obviously, I've literally just sung a lyric from it. Obviously, I know it, but I have no opinion. Yeah, trying to think of like what I guess their most recent comeback title track is like one of my favourite songs. I guess I would have to say, in my not so humble opinion, Celebrate. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I have no opinions. I love how the categories go from like really really bad to being okay, and then it's like for like the other ones, and then literally I love you. Like I love that for me. Take Me Home English version. I mean, it's not really, though, is it? It's got a bit of Korean in it. That is fine. No, don't get me wrong. It is. It's wonderful that some groups even do English versions. Do not get me twisted. But yeah, which one? Where did I put the other one? Actually, that's the point. Oh, anyways, I have no opinion. Yeah. I'm the one heat topping version. I liked this a whole hell of a lot more than I liked the original. Just to be perfectly honest. So, what are they doing out there? Very sorry if you can hear some weird clanging noises, but I mean, I am going over my allotted time by quite a bit. Sorry about that, Father. So get inside my ears, please. Still here. Oh my god, I do not know what they did to Seungwa's voice in this song, but oh my, get inside my ears, please. Also, completely irrelevant to the point, Taehyung or V from BTS's new song is, oh my, I love it. I love it. Rocky from the Japanese releases. That it technically is called the Boxers version, but it is the Japanese version of it. Get inside my ears, please. I can't say the same for the Korean version, unfortunately. I think it's because of like how just sang sounds in the Boxers version that I love it more. But yeah, the real, I hate it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be real. I hate it. Get that shit out of my ears now. The Black Cat Nero. First time I listened to it, I think I nearly shat myself. That was so naughty. No, don't say that, Sophie. No. It really scared me. It really, really scared me. I was literally quivering in my chair. And my mum came up to me and she was like, Sophie, are you okay? And I'm like, no, I'm not okay. Eternal Sunshine. Eternal Sunshine, I feel like I have opinions and they're not that good. If you don't know, Fever Part 3 came out in September, I believe. ATEEZ Fever Part 3. Zero Fever, even. It came out in, so the 13th of September 2021. And I'm just going to be honest, I feel like that was a summer song and it should have come out earlier. But to be honest, I am gonna say this right now. Obviously, release dates can change, and that is okay. Basically, things could happen. The members could have gotten ill. The songs might not have been coming to the members. Things can change. Like scheduling things can change. So sometimes it does mean that the timing of certain EPs, like albums, this, that, and the third, do need to be pushed back a little bit. Sometimes it can even be pushed further, like closer, pushed quicker. Pushed to be released sooner. And we saw that with The Boys' one of The Boys' songs albums releases, which are eluding me right now, and they released it a month. No, not a month. What am I saying? A week before they were gonna do that. They were planning to, and you know, at the end of the day, it's fine. But I wonder kind of how many of these releases kind of have had to be pushed back, or like pushed forwards, or like completely scrapped in their entirety. I wonder kind of what their decision making for that is, and whether or not it's, you know, due to the members or the company, or like I said, this, that, and the other, and kind of if we would ever like learn about that sort of stuff, because at the end of the day, it's like, obviously it's going to be personal to the members if it is due to their health, and obviously I don't want to, you know, pry into that sort of stuff. However, it is always kind of like a thing that is naturally going to happen, you know, if with stuff, you know, like that. I never know like kind of how to like stop myself from carrying on talking and just kind of being like, Sophie, you have said everything that you need to say right now. Shut up. Yeah, so I have to honest to God, I do this all of the time. Like, I even do it when I'm talking on the phone. Like, I was talking to my auntie on the phone last night, completely irrelevant. I do need to get on with this tier ranking thing, because my parents do actually want to do some gardening, perhaps. But my mum said to me about something that like, she wanted to ask something, and I told her like, oh no, I don't want this thing to happen. So I was like, so she was like, all right then, I'll text your auntie saying like, no, we don't want that to happen. So yeah, and she said to me, Sophie, why don't you phone your aunt? Why don't you phone her and like ask about she's coming over to stay with me for a few days whilst my parents are away at my sister's graduation. And so I phoned her, and I felt so uncomfortable that I couldn't look at her in the eye, or at least I couldn't look at her when I was talking to her on the phone. And like, she also has an autistic son, so obviously she would have understood. But like, I went through and I was like reeling to my parents. I was like, oh my god, she's gonna hate me. Oh my, this is horrible. I'm a horrible what's it called, aunt, niece. And like, my mum had to kind of be like, Sophie, it's okay, she gets it. And I'm like, no, I'm melting into a puddle of despair. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of, yeah. I don't even know when this tangent started, but we are going to get back onto ATEEZ. Feeling like I do. You got me feeling like I do. I have no opinion, because, quite honestly, all of their songs mush into one, and they're very summery. Again, very summery, except from Deja Vu. Deja Vu, I don't like it, so get that shit out of my ears right now. Rocky, I actually don't like it. Yeah, I don't know why it's the vocals in the track. I don't know. It's just that it's a case of like with Stray Kids, they actually have a song called Scars, and they have both a Japanese and a Korean version of it. But it originally was Japanese, and I feel like that's the only version of the song I can listen to. Oh, I just lost all the air in my lungs just for a second just then. That was terrifying. But yeah, I mean, I feel like there's some songs that are just that they just fit the language that they're released in first. All About You. Yeah, I guess I like them. Yeah. You know, that it's a song and I like it. Not Too Late. I love this song. But I'm gonna put it in I Like You because I don't like it as much as I like all of the rest of them that are getting inside my ear, please. Turbulence. I watched the performance version of this, and oh my god, this is gonna sound really mean. But I was watching the performance and I was like, they look about 5 seconds away from punching each other in the face. I'm gonna be real. Honest to God. I was just like, this is really bad. Like, they all look like they want to punch each other right now, which, I mean, to be fair, it is their job. These people are their colleagues, basically, and I'm sure there are some people in this world that you'd want to punch too if you're stuck with them 24/7. Better, a Korean version. I kind of have no opinion on it. I do like, obviously, the Japanese version a lot better. Still here. Same thing. It's just the language. You know, it's their intonation, I guess, or, you know, how it flows, how the song flows in being Korean over Japanese. It's just such the way of life. Oh my. Not a me. Wave Overture. I don't hate and I don't love it. You know, it is kind of what it is. I kind of have. Where's it gone? I have no opinion. Is it snapped back? Oh, I don't know. Oh well, it is where it is now. Wonderland Symphony No. 9. I love this because it contains classical music and I like classical music. I Like You. Yeah, but some of the lyrics have been changed and I don't agree with that. Don't Stop. Honestly, they took down the music video for it, or at least someone did, and I was super duper upset about that. Because it just has Seung-Hwa just being a mob boss type of character, and I love that for him. Yeah, so Sector 1 for the most recent era that they were in, Sector 1, The World, is I Like You. I like that song. I've been talking for 40 minutes straight about nonsense. Gorilla. I actually don't like this song. I've got nothing against, obviously. I swear I have nothing against ATEEZ. I just sometimes don't like their songs. Yeah. It's not to the level of get that shit out my ears right now, but it is. I have no opinion on it. None that you'd want to hear, maybe. I don't know. The Ring, I love it. It's amazing, and I'm not going to fight anyone about it, but I will tell people that I like it. Get it in my ears now, please. Where Do I Go? Or WDIG. It sounds like a women's organisation. I'm just going to put that out there now. Yeah, I guess it's a good song, yeah. Next we have Paradigm. Paradigm has a funny backstory to it. I was asking my sister about how you pronounce this word, and she was like, "Oh, it's just Paradigm," and I was like, "Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?" And when she was here I think, yeah, it's for Christmas, not last year, but the year before. We were talking. I was like playing on Animal Crossing, and she has this character on our joint island that we had together to start off with before I got my own Switch, and she has it's called Meringue, and I mispronounced it Meringue because I've completely forgot what a meringue was, so that was funny. Gorilla Flag version, which is I guess it's just like an upgraded version of Gorilla. I have no opinion on it because I don't care enough, I guess. Halazia, will forever be my most favourite single album of all time. I love it. I literally, nothing can top Halazia for me. Bouncy, K-Hot Chili Peppers. I hate this song. I hate it. And you can hate me for my opinion on that, but I don't like it. I really do not like it. Not in any sense of the word, in the slightest. Then we have Crazy Form, for which I want in my ears. Yeah. Just that moment with Seonghwa, just with his face being cute, and I liked it. And then It's You by Yeosang, San and Wooyoung. It is I Like You. So yeah, that's my tier ranking for ATEEZ songs. I do apologise that it's not more interesting. However, I have since come to realise that my opinions aren't actually that interesting for ATEEZ's songs. They mostly just consist of I don't really care for this song because I don't. But yeah, I kind of hope you liked this episode and me talking about random things like Titanic. Yeah, and I will talk to you all again on Wednesday for EXO and SHINee and Super Ram and maybe even possibly Rise. Yeah, and I will talk to you then. Bye.